So I have a bit of a complicated relationship when it comes to electric vehicles. So in early 2019, I purchased a bit of an experiment. Not really an experiment for me, probably an experiment for Ford called the cmax Energy. Not with a Y, with an I? But for as many jokes as I had to endure driving that cmax, it was actually pretty great. Plus, it was a chance for us to experience Carvana for the first time, which was a pretty interesting buying process. And if you'd love to learn more about kind of our Carvana experience, I'd love to post a video. So if that interests you, leave a comment down below and maybe we'll dive into it. But before we dive into this video, remember to give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so we can make even more videos throughout our travels as a small Indiana family. So electric vehicles. I had the cmax Energy for about 2 years, and although I loved the thought of having an electric vehicle, in the end we did opt to purchase a larger vehicle for our family. But I can tell all of you, nothing made me happier than parking each day, plugging it in, and then each morning waking up and unplugging it at my house. This just gave me all of the feels of having something futuristic. And even though that car only got 20 to 25 miles on full electric battery, probably on a good day, it still taught me so much about kilowatt hours and charging times. And after a few years, our family was growing and we needed something much larger. So we were lugging around strollers and bags, we were making longer road trips. It just wasn't very comfortable. So we opted to go back to an all-gas powered but economical vehicle, and back to Carvana we went. Fast forward to today, and as gas continues to skyrocket, and guys, I just put the largest amount of cash I've ever put inside a gas-powered vehicle in my life, we now know that maybe going back to the EV life could be absolutely the right move for us. So we've been saving aggressively, and we've even tested the waters into Tesla land. Now at this point, we've only tested a Model 3 over a long weekend at Disney World, thanks to Turo, which if you haven't used for rental cars yet, I highly recommend that app. I'll leave a description down below so you guys can have the link. But the Model 3's driving experience was awesome, but it really led our family to more questions. It just didn't quite feel big enough. And more problems similar to the cmax. So we set our sights squarely on the Model Y, but prices for those vehicles on Turo can be outrageously expensive. And only for a few days with limited options for road tripping, kind of left us wanting a little bit more. So after a brief hunt on the internet, I recently stumbled upon a new Indianapolis-operated company called MotorEV.
Really costs? Down payment, monthly payments, waiting in line at the BMV, maintenance, gas, insurance? With Motor's subscription-based all-electric lineup and all-in pricing, it's all included. Take the hassle out of driving. Get in and go with Motor.
MotorEV promises a subscription-based monthly EV purchase that takes a lot of the hassle out of owning a car, or in our case, the chance for an extended test drive. Things like rental car prices, maintenance, insurance, registration, and of course, gas, they all add up. To break this down, if you were to put $0 down on a Model Y through Tesla, you'd be looking north of $1,000. You add in insurance and registration, you'd be well over $1,500 a month. So I can see where this subscription-based Model EV approach could actually work. But what MotorEV is promising is the opportunity to really drop the hassle of all of this and lease, rent, subscribe, whatever you'd like to call it, to their service or their cars for a flat fee, which covers everything. Although I'm intrigued, I've been fairly skeptical that a subscription-based model for owning a vehicle is actually doable for the general public, but with gas prices currently climbing past $4.50 a gallon here in Indiana, I think it's certainly something I wanted to look at. So instead of flying down to Florida this summer or putting additional miles on our leased travel vehicle to a trip to New York to see family, we decided to jump and rent our first MotorEV, a Model Y. Now the process was smooth through registration. In fact, I was shocked at just how easy it was. You scan your ID, you fill out a brief application, you're all set. You then select a delivery date, and you'll even have a personalized concierge reach out to you for any additional details. And so far, our interactions have been pretty pleasant with the concierge service. They've been extremely helpful in making sure all of our questions are answered, but the only question at this point we really have is, will we be able to get a Model Y? Again, we're using it as an extended test drive, which the company admits they can't guarantee until we get closer to delivery. If we're able to get the Model Y though, I do hope to run a full delivery video and experience vlog through our trials or working with MotorEV, so I invite all of you to stay tuned. If you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe. We'll see you on the next Small Indiana Adventure.